Hey guys, bet you didn't think you would hear from me or that you would see MK11 on the screen again. So, coming up on the dawn of what looks like getting a new MK trailer this week sometime, I want to talk about this game. Like, kind of my final thoughts on it. So, I haven't played this game in quite a while. I legit quit entirely. I didn't play it for like a year. I started getting back into it recently after I've been playing other fighting games seriously. I've been playing KOF 15, I've been playing Street Fighter 5, and Tekken and Soul Calibur. And my perspective is a lot different than it was when I originally played. So, let's talk about it. Um, so, the amazing thing is, I didn't think that my opinion of this game could get any worse than what it was prior. Everyone knows I was not a fan of this game at all. I thought it was junk, pretty much. And shout outs to Tom Brady. I hope you're watching this by any chance. I know Dave will be. Um, so here's the thing that ultimately makes me mad about MK11. Um, Everyone knows that I think this game had tons of wasted potential. Of course, it's everywhere. But the thing that really bugs me about it is, at the end of the day, the game was so designed to make it hard to be better than someone else. I think the wake up system is like that. I think that's why Breakaway is there to make punishment really soft for mistakes, right? You have a oops, I fucked up button. Let me fix that. And like defense is weak except in the situations where it should not be, where it should be weak. Like if you're knocked down on the ground, right? Um, you shouldn't be more powerful than you are standing in neutral. Like that's just insane, right? But the reason that it doesn't work is because there's no counterplay that's good enough, right? And that's also what it really comes down to is in this game. I'm not going to get into specifics, and people will know what I'm talking about. In this game, so many times there is just no answer and nothing you can do. Or um, it is a huge risk to punish even the most predictable behavior. Huge risk. Um, for little effort. The low poke system in MK is absolute garbage. This into something is not a reward. It's not good enough to put the fear of God into somebody for doing predictable block strings and stuff like that. It just doesn't work. Um, when you combine this with the fact that all the characters that are top tier are Vortex characters. Sentrygon, Fujin, Jackie, Liu Kang. I mean, I could name a bunch. They all have throws, forward or back throw, that puts you right next to them, on top of having combos that give them Oki that allows them to ignore the wake up system entirely or safely OS it. Um, and that's also what happens when you make a toned down fighting game. The minute you give somebody something that is normal for other fighting games, it becomes extremely broken in the context of the game itself. So the thing is, they don't really care that if people are consistent or not at this game. I don't care about top players and what the results are. Because at the end of the day, and to some degree, competing in these games always is, but it is luck. Even if you're consistent, it is luck in this game. Because there's just too many random factors to it. Hitbox issues, unreliable anti-airs. I mean, people point to anti-air jabs, but you can still beat anti-air jabs by just adjusting the timing of your jump kick, right? Like, it's not a big deal. And you get such huge damage off of panicky clutch situations like down two or throw crushing blows, which I think are awful. So the thing is, the thing you'll notice about this game is that the powerful stuff is all powerful in a way that is all in layer one Yomi. Whereas something more advanced, like look at wake up roll, right? Everyone hates the forward roll. So why does everyone hate the forward roll? Well, the problem with the forward roll is that you just get like a regular combo if you read it correctly. You have to be ready for it. You have to time your punish pretty precisely on the roll to catch it. Or you could just throw it, but throwing it only gets you 13 or 14%, right? So it feels pointless to even bother. If it were me, every character in this game would have a crushing blow for punishing a roll that worked every single time. And that's also another big problem. Crushing blows only working once in the situations that they work in really harms the balance of this game. Because they're one-time use only, the more practical and easier to access they are, the better you are. Instead of having characters that have goals to work towards, like win conditions. Characters in this game don't have win conditions. Liu Kang just destroys you with crushing blows that do 2 health bars worth of damage in total. I don't know if anyone remembers that video where I demonstrated that. Just by doing normal layer 1 shit. So here's the thing. I could be completely wrong about this. I think NRS will have learned their lesson. I think the reception to this game was negative enough that they got the picture that nobody liked this. I don't even think a lot of casuals liked it, despite what some people say. Because there's nothing further to expand upon. There's no depth in this game beyond flawless block, and we know what the problems with that are. So I kind of have hope for the next game. I think they might do something interesting. If they wanted to use the systems of this game and reiterate on them, I would actually be okay with that, because there is a good foundation in this game. Like I said, it has potential. So if they do one more go around with this system and they work out the kinks and they listen to the community suggestions, I wouldn't mind playing a game using this particular engine again. I wouldn't. Whether they'll do that, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to end up with. The fact that they appear to be doing another reboot suggests to me that they could go to more of a back to basics thing. For all we know, they could go back to MK9 style of game, which would be cool, because MK9 had kitted out characters that have very specific play styles. They have very specific win conditions to aim for. Even if a lot of it was like overpowered and imbalanced, that was just those days in fighting games, right? There was a lot of that. A game like that now would be a lot better today, I think, even from them. So we'll see what happens. I don't know where I stand with NRS games at this point, because MK11 just kind of harmed my perception of all of them. Even Injustice 2, I can see all the NRS flaws that are just in every one of their games, even in Injustice 2, as much as I love it. So we'll see what happens. So I just wanted to check in, make a video. I'm streaming again. I'm going to try to stream every day. Hopefully I will start at noon every day and stream to about 4 o'clock. That's Central Time. And hope you guys come by and chat and whatever else. So anyway, I'm going to be making content again. It won't be just NRS related. It's going to be about other games. But um, yeah, like my opinion of this game in the long run is that I still stand by what I said. It is the worst fighting game I have ever played in my life. Even beyond the Kosogi, even beyond old janky fighting games, this is the absolute worst fighting game I have ever played because of the time and the place it was created and the standards that have been set in other fighting games by this point. I've never seen a fighting game so regressive in comparison to what the rest of the genre is doing. Um, the next biggest example would be like Guilty Gear Strive, and Guilty Gear Strive is infinitely better than this game still. Even with the ways that the game was simplified, it's still infinitely better. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later. See ya.